So I was walking on the treadmill this morning, and I always listen to some type of either audio book or, some type of training. I mean, if you go to YouTube and you spend a little bit of time there, or you go get some podcasts, there's just tons of information for you. But I was listening to Joe Polish over at I Love Marketing, and he said a brilliant concept when he's talking about self-confidence and things of that nature. And I got to share it with you because it really is a huge analogy that'll help you maybe decipher how you're treating yourself and how your self-confidence is really deprecating your success or deprecating your ability to succeed in any level. And they're really talking a lot about I don't care about your weakness. Screw your weaknesses. All through school, all through growing up, it's all about, hey, how can we improve where you suck? And really that's not what it's about, right? It's not about everybody, being partially good at everything. It's about, thank goodness, like Michael Jordan is just awesome at basketball. He inspires millions to go play basketball. Or, thank God the heart surgeon is just, remarkably good at being that instead of being, a tremendous basketball player, right? Like we need them to be good at that. And so it's about finding your power. It's about finding your strengths and powering up that. But that's not the story that I want to get to. That's not what I want to talk about in this video. What I want to talk about is this. Imagine yourself, okay? And now I want you to imagine yourself as if you were $1 million racehorse. But let's just imagine that you own the $1 million racehorse, just like you own yourself in a sense. So if you had $1 million racehorse and it was winning you millions of dollars every race, would you let it run on tracks that have nails and broken glass and shards of metal? Would you let your $1 million racehorse eat fast food every day? Would you let your $1 million racehorse sleep in all day long and barely do any exercise? Would you let your $1 million racehorse hang out with other crappy, unsuccessful, unminded, people with horses with no goals going nowhere? Would you let your $1 million racehorse hang out with those other horses? Would you let your $1 million racehorse have a crappy attitude all day? Or would you say, hey, snap out of that, Quit thinking negative. Come on, we've got a race to win out there. So I want you to really think about, if this is you, right? This is you. You're your $1 million racehorse, and you've got to start looking at it like, how am I letting my $1 million racehorse act and be, and how am I letting it survive? Because listen, if you let your $1 million racehorse hang out by the water all day long, it might not be very good on the land. If you let your $1 million racehorse that's powered up and just really good at racing, if you let it hang out at the tennis courts all day, it's gonna start to veer off into tennis land and not be very good at being a racehorse. And the whole point of what I'm saying is, you are what you surround yourself with. You are what you think about. You are what you put in you. You put bad in, how the heck can you get good out? I mean, really think about that. Some of you say, well, I thrive off, when I hear negative, it drives me. Yeah, but if you're thinking negative thoughts all day long, how is there any room for good thoughts? So today I want you to ask yourself how you're going to treat your $1 million racehorse.
Hey, it's Mike. Did you like that episode? Well, if you did, there's 2 things you can do right now to continue your journey. The first thing you can do is you can actually subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way, every single week I can send you more video training that's going to help you have success in your online business. The second thing you can do is you can go over to OogleTree.com and you can sign up for our weekly newsletter. There I'm going to be sending you weekly updates of free training, free products, free offers when our next events are, and I can connect with you and give you things that I just don't give anybody else. So I'm excited to get a chance to speak with you. I can't wait to talk to you more. And just remember, the only way you're ever going to fail is if you give up.